and welcome to a nice stretchy slow flow. Just a quick one to open up your hips, release your lower back, just give your body some quick love, some quick opening, some heart opening, some chest opening. We're gonna work on a lot of this to bring our shoulders down our back because most of us hunch over all day on our phones or on a computer or driving. So give these next few minutes for yourself. Know that although it's not fiery and you're not sweating, you're doing so much inside your body that you can't see. So much restorative work, regenerating those cells, lowering your blood pressure, getting present, really adapting your nervous system. We're activating that parasympathetic nervous system. So know that you are doing a lot more than it feels like. And with that, I want you to just come onto your backs. Supta Baddha Konasana, so that's soles of the feet together. Knees are out wide. This can be really intense for people with tight hips, especially runners. So if you want, you can grab some books, some blocks, or some pillows and put them right under here so that you can support those knees a little bit more. And then take one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, and gently close your eyes. Arrive on your mat. Take a big breath in. Feel your belly rise. And exhale with control out the mouth. Inhale, breathe in. Belly rises. And exhale slowly out your mouth. As you breathe in, I want you to say to yourself, I am. And on your exhale, here now. Inhale, fill up, I am. Exhale, here now. Inhale, I am. Exhale here now. Inhale, I am. Exhale here now. There's so much scientific research on the power of I am. When we repeat phrases like that to ourselves, we actually train ourselves to believe it. So keep practicing your I ams. On your inhale, here now, get yourself present. And then I want you to press into your feet. So press those feet together and feel your hips and your legs light up. Really press them together. On your inhale, press. And then exhale, release and let those knees drop to the ground. You can keep your eyes closed while you're doing this. Inhale, press those feet. Exhale, drop your knees to the ground. One more. Inhale, press. And exhale, drop your knees, and then slowly take your hands to the outside of your knees. You can open your eyes, bring your knees together, and then bring them into your chest. We're going to release that lower back. So really squeeze your knees in. Give yourself a really big hug. You can rock side to side, massage that lower back. This is a really great stretch to do in your bed in the morning if you have any lower back pain or tension. You can flex your feet, do some ankle circles. Give your body just a little bit of love right now, a little bit of your presence, a little bit of your mindfulness. Squeeze your knees into your chest. And then exhale, we're going to bring our feet to our mat. Our arms are going to come out long like a T, palms face up. Press your feet into your mat. You want your feet directly under your knees. They're hip distance apart. And then inhale, arms come out wide. We're going to exhale, cross our right ankle over our left knee. So we're in a figure four. Take an inhale here. And then on your exhale, you're going to drop this left foot, keeping that figure four legs. You're just dropping that foot over to the left side of your mat. So you're in a supine twist, but your ankle is pressing against that thigh. And then I want you to take your gaze over your right fingertips. And then gently keep pressing that right ankle onto the top of that thigh. And the more you press, the more of a hip opening you're going to get. And release your shoulders onto the mat. Notice if you're tensing them up towards your ears. Really relax them down onto your mat. Wrap them away from your ears. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly come back up to center. We're going to switch sides. Drop your right ankle. Left ankle crosses now. Take an inhale before you drop to the other side. Inhale. And we always move on the exhale, dropping that other foot to the right side of your mat. And then your gaze is coming to your opposite left hand. Press this ankle into the top of that right thigh. You want to press that knee out. Open up that hip. Inhale. Exhale. With every exhale, you can sink a little deeper. You can release a little more. Notice where you're tensing. Are you clenching your teeth? Are you gripping onto something? Can you let go a little bit more? Inhale. And then exhale slowly when you're ready. One hip might feel tighter than the other, so you can hang out. You can just pause me and hang out in that stretch a little bit longer. The ultimate yogi is knowing thyself. So doing what is best for you is what yoga is all about. Inhale, bring your knees back into your chest. Open them up a little bit wider this time. Open up those hips, rock side to side. Inhaling. And then exhale, reach your legs long in front of you. Reach your arms like someone's trying to stretch your body. And then I want you to crawl your feet to the bottom left corner of your mat. I'm a little bit off my mat right now. Bottom left corner of your mat. Cross your right ankle over your left. And then your hands are coming to the top left corner of your mat. And then I want you to grab your right wrist with your left hand. So you're just in this baby C shape or this baby banana shape. Nothing that's too straining here. We don't need to overstretch and be straining. We want it to feel good in our body. We don't want it to feel like it's too little, but we don't want to be pulling or straining on anything. Try to keep this right hip down towards the earth as you gently open up your side body. Inhale. And then exhale, we're slowly just going to switch sides. Coming to the bottom right corner of our mat, left ankle crosses over our right. And then grabbing opposite wrist, we're in a baby C shape on the other side. We're opening up that side body between our armpit and our hip. Inhale. Exhale, press that left hip down. Inhale. And then exhale, we're coming back to center. Knees into the chest one more time. And this time we're going to rock and roll forward and back on our mat as many times as you want. Some people love this. Some people it makes them dizzy. So if you don't like it, you can just come right up. Sit back onto your heels for hero's pose. Nice long spine, like someone's pulling the top of your head with a string. Shoulders back, inhale. And then we're going to drop our left hand, reach our right arm up, gaze comes up at the ceiling. I'll face this way so you can see. Right arm up, gaze comes up at the ceiling. Again, we're stretching that side body from our armpit to our hip. Inhale. And then exhale, drop your right hand, lift your left arm up, gaze comes up at the ceiling. Inhale. And then exhale, switch sides. Right arm comes up, gaze comes up at the ceiling, press into that left hand, inhale. And then exhale, drop your right hand, left hand comes up, gaze comes up at the ceiling. Inhale, come back to center, both hands reach up. Come up onto your knees slowly with control. Pressing, rooting those knees into the earth, really press them in. And then send your hips gently forward. Reach those arms up, wrap those shoulders away from your ears. So notice this is when your shoulders are shrugged up to your ears. Maybe shrug them up once so you can feel what that feels like. And then exhale, I want you to wrap them down your back away from your ears. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, we're going to just goalpost those arms for a baby backhand. Send those hips gently forward. We're opening up that chest. Retraining our spine from being arched all day. Inhale, straighten those arms. Exhale, goalpost, send those hips forward. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, goalpost. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, goalpost. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, goalpost. And then gently bring your hands down to your mat. So you're in all fours. Coming into our cat-cows. Plant those hands directly under your shoulders. Knees are directly under hips. Your hip distance apart on your knees. Your body's nice and aligned. Very important. It's all about keeping alignment in yoga. So press those hands into your mat. And then on your inhale, drop your belly and then open up that chest. Gaze comes up for your cow. Inhale. Exhale, I want you to really dramatically pull in at your belly button and press into your mat for your cat. Drop that chin all the way to your chest so your gaze comes almost to your belly button. And then inhale back to your cow. Really dramatic cow. Exhale, dramatic cat. Moving with intention. We're doing pelvic tilts, aligning our pelvis here. Aligning our curved spine. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Moving with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. And then you can slowly on your own maybe do some hip circles. Using your breath. Finding gentle movement. Where does your body need love today? Maybe if you feel tension on one side and you want to stay there. But bring your awareness to what your body feels like today. It's going to feel different than it did yesterday. It's going to feel different than it feels tomorrow. So what does it feel like today and what does it need from you today? Inhale, come back to center. Press your hands into the earth. And then we're just going to reach our right leg long and back. Flex that foot. Pull those toes towards you. Inhale. And then exhale, I want you to just drop your toes to the back of the mat. Keep pressing into those hands, pulling at your core, and then really, really press into that heel. So you're going to push your weight, all your weight into that back heel, and get that nice calf stretch, those muscles we tend to ignore all day, those little tiny calf muscles. So give them a nice stretch. Keep engaging your core here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, come back to center. Right knee comes back to meet your left. I want you to kickstand this right leg out. Right hand stays planted. And then this left foot's coming back, reaching back. So you're coming into just a supported side plank. Left arm's going to reach up overhead. Open up that side body. Inhale. And then exhale, we're coming back down into our all fours to our tabletop. Plant those hands, pull in at your belly button. Reach that left leg long behind you. Flex that foot. Inhale. And then exhale, drop those toes to the back of the mat. Press into your hands. Press your weight into your back heel. Stretch that calf. Inhale. Sink into that heel. Press that heel towards the back room. Press it towards the ground. Inhale. Press that heel towards the earth. And then exhale, bring your knees back to tabletop. We're going to kickstand that left leg out now. Reach that right foot to the back of your mat. Right arm reaches up, open up to your supported side plank. Inhale. And then exhale, come back to center on all fours. Big toes touch, knees out wide. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Reach those arms long in front of you. Forehead comes down to your mat for a child's pose. Take an inhale, reach those arms. I really want you to crawl your fingertips up to the top of the mat. And then exhale, crawl those fingers over to all your fingers are going to the top right left corner of your mat. Your forehead stays grounded. Inhale, press that right hand into your mat to open up that right shoulder. And then exhale, we're slowly going to switch sides, crawl to the other side of your mat. Inhale. And then exhale back to center, coming back up to all fours. Tabletop, tuck those back toes on your inhale. And then exhale, press those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to reach that right leg long behind us now. Watch out for any ceilings or walls. Bend that knee, open up that hip. And then exhale, step that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Drop your back knee. Coming into your lizard. So you can untuck those back toes. Your hands are inside this front foot. Your weight is forward. Your hands can come to blocks or books here if the ground needs to be closer. Inhale, gently press into the inside of that right knee. And then if you want, you can exhale, reach that right arm long behind you. You can come onto the outer edge of this foot. We're opening up this right hip as we stretch that left hip flexor. Inhale. And then exhale, hands come back to center. Heel toe the foot to the center of your mat. Frame that front foot with your hands. And inhale, come up into your low lunge. So your this foot can come out a little bit wider if you need a wider stance for balance. But sink deep into that pose. Press into that front foot. And as you press into that front foot, notice how you get lighter. Light up those fingertips, shoulders down your back. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to bring our hips back as we straighten that front leg. Toes come up. Coming into a half split. So half split can be here, leading with our chest, never arching our spine, long spine. Hands can come to the earth or blocks, or your half split can come back. We're sitting all the way back, and we're leading with our chest over this right hamstring. Wherever you are, find what works best for you. Keep those toes curled. Inhale. And then exhale, swing that foot back around to your tabletop. Press into your hands. Inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Coming into the other side. We're going to lift that left leg long behind us. Bend that knee, open up that hip. And then exhale, straighten out that leg, square off that hip. Knee comes into your chest. Left foot comes to the outside of your left hand. Hands are inside that left front foot. Drop your back knee, untuck those back toes. Plant that right hand and gently take that left hand, press it into the inside of that left knee. Your weight is forward. You can come onto the outer edge of this left foot. Open up that hip. Inhale. And then exhale, reach that left arm long behind you. If that feels good for you, opening up your chest. Inhale. And then exhale, hands come back to the floor. Heel toe that front foot to the center of your mat. Frame it with your hands. Get nice and strong. Press that foot into your weight into your left foot. And then inhale, come up into your low lunge. Sink those hips deep while you're pressing firmly into that left foot. Press into that left foot to get lighter and pull in at your belly button. Hips are square here, facing forward. Wrap those shoulders down your back. Inhale. And then exhale, we're bringing our hips back, straightening the front leg, coming into our half split. So important to curl those toes towards you and important to lead with your chest here. So this can be your half split, or you can come all the way down, lead forward this way. Working on this hamstring stretch. Whatever feels good for you. Blocks can feel good here too. Books, if you have them at home. Some big books are a nice replacement for blocks if you don't have blocks. Inhale. And then exhale. We're coming into, bend into that front knee. Swing that knee back around. Plant your hands, tuck those back toes. Engage your core. Inhale. And exhale, hips come up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot's gonna reach long. Oop. Right leg's gonna reach long behind you. And then exhale, it's coming to the outside of your right hand. Your left foot's coming to the outside of your left hand. Coming into a malasana squat. So grab a block or a book or a pillow. If this is a very intense hip opener. Your toes are out, your heels are in. You can sit on a block. I don't have one up here with me, but if you have a pillow, you can sit on a block or a pillow. And this is also malasana squat. It's just a hip opener. If it's still too much, you can be right here. But wherever you are, elbows inside your knees, palms together, long spine like someone's pulling the top of your head with a string. Open up your chest, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna drop that right hand, lift that left arm up, open up towards the ceiling. Exhale, switch sides, palms come to touch, left arm drops, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Then exhale, plant those hands, press into those hands to lift your hips up. Heel toe those feet back together. And then inhale, slowly, slowly come all the way up. Reach those arms up. Inhale. And then exhale, I want you to open up your arms like a T. Inhale, we're just going to take a twist to the left. Hips stay facing forward, only twisting with our upper body. Exhale, come to the other side. Twist right, hips stay forward, twisting with our upper body. Inhale, back to center. Reach those arms up. Inhale. And exhale, forward, folding down to your mat. Head hangs nice and heavy. Grab opposite elbows. Bend those knees nice and generous. Nice ragdoll. You almost want to rest your chest on your thighs. That's how big your bend is. Shake your head yes or no. Release that lower back. Make it feel like there's a weight on top of your head. Your gaze is at your knees. Get as heavy as a rag doll. Inhale. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back to your high plank. Lowering, bending those elbows all the way down to your belly. And then keeping your hands where you are, you can come here for a baby cobra, keeping your elbows in, or you can press into your hands all the way up to your upward facing dog. Inhale. On your exhale, pull in at your belly button to come back to all fours. Tuck your back toes, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we're just gonna reach our right leg long behind us. And then exhale, coming into our pigeon. So drop that shin. Try to get it to parallel the top of your mat as best as you can. It's never gonna parallel, but try to get it as straight as you can. Depending on how tight your hips are, you might just be here. So listen to your body. And then I want you to crawl these back toes back. So crawl that leg back. Get yourself nice and centered over your mat. Hips are square. You're welcome to stay here. This can be enough in pigeon. It's a very intense hip opener. If you want, you can put a block under this hip or a pillow and stay right here. Or if you're looking for more, slowly bring your hands forward. You can come onto your forearms and then gently release your head down into your mat. But move with intention and with your breath. And with every exhale, you can sink a little bit deeper into the pose. Inhale. And exhale. Notice where you're holding on to tension. Can you release a little bit more? We tend to really tense up in this pose because it's not always the most comfortable pose. So can you let go a little bit more, maybe in your shoulders or your eyebrows? Take an inhale and let your body get heavier with the exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And then exhale to get out of this pose, you're welcome to stay in it if it feels good on that side. We're just going to tip ourselves over onto the right and then swing our leg back. Plant our hands and come back. I like to come into it from downward dog. If you want to just switch sides, you're welcome to. Lift your left leg long behind you. Bend that knee and try to get that chin parallel to the top of your mat. Crawl these back toes back. Nice long back leg. Square hips. High on those fingertips. Always welcome to put some support under this left hip. And then if you want more and you want to come deeper, you can crawl forward and come all the way down to your mat. One hip is going to feel tighter than the other. It's different in everyone's body which side it is, but do not give it any more thought than that. It is normal to be tighter on one side than the other. So give yourself some love, some grace, some breath. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Use your breath to sink deeper into the pose. Inhale. Exhale, settle a little bit more. Inhale. And then on your exhale, tip your weight over onto your left side. Gently come back around. Sweep those legs long in front of you. Nice long spine. Reach up. Inhale. And then exhale, arms come long in front of you and slowly with control and intention, coming down to your mat. Inhale. Give your knees one last squeeze. Squeeze them into your chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale, release onto your mat for just a 1 minute Shavasana. You can do anything for 1 minute. If you find stillness is difficult for you, maybe it's time to think about why you always need to keep your mind and your thoughts distracted from yourself. The more we can practice stillness within ourselves, the more in tune we come to our bodies, the more we can face fears, emotions, feelings head on. So whatever comes up, just let it move through you and use your breath to let it flow through you. Do not become attached to a thought or to a feeling. Just let it be in you and let it move through you. So inhale, relax those forehead muscles and your eyebrows. Exhale, release your jaw, your teeth, your tongue. Can you release those shoulders and those neck muscles a little bit more? Release at your elbows. Let that drip down to your wrists. Can you release all those bones in your fingertips and unclench your palms? Relax your chest and your belly, your hips. Release your thighs, all those joints in your knees. Big breath in. Can you relax your ankles? Release the arches of your feet. And release all of those bones and muscles in your toes. Shavasana. To wiggle your fingers and toes, You're welcome to stay in Shavasana. It's so good for your body to be in stillness. Shavasana translates to corpse pose because in Hinduism they believe in rebirth. So notice if you are feeling a rebirth after the yoga and after the Shavasana. Gently come to one side. Keep your eyes closed. When you're ready, come to a comfortable seat, whatever that is for you. Maybe it's sitting on your feet or a pillow. But nice long spine, palms come to heart center. Inhale. Sip in some air at the top. And exhale, let it go. Hands can come to third eye center, the spot between your eyebrows. The light in me honors the light inside of you. Namaste. Thank you for making time for yourself today.